Hey gents, in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 clothing subscription services that I recommend the most out of a total of 8 that I reviewed in a full roundup video that I'll link to up above, where I looked at all 8 of these brands here and compared them to what I believe to be the services are most worth your time and money. So I'm going to drop in the top 3 section of that video. If you want more context and to see the rest of the companies that I reviewed, go ahead and click that link up above. But if you just want the quick and dirty on what the best are out there, go ahead and watch right now. Now we'll look at the top 3, Stitch Fix, Bombfell, and Frankenhook. We'll start off first with what I have been recommending the most to people who have asked me which clothing subscription to try, and that is Stitch Fix. To me, they're the most customizable and most accommodating subscription service out there. If you look at my individual videos, you'll see that I have received some higher price point items, but they have a threshold where you can set the types of money you're willing to spend on their clothing. So for example, I have gotten $125 chinos from Scotch & Soda because I have set my price threshold pretty high. But if you don't want to pay that much for clothing, you can set that in your profile and they'll send you clothing accordingly. Not only from a pricing standpoint, but also from a delivery frequency standpoint. If you want to receive a fix every 2 weeks or every month or every 3 months, you're able to set that in your profile, and that really helps with some of the clothing subscription fatigue that you feel after using 5-4 Club or Trendy Butler for a few months, because you're able to say, just send me one every 2 months. And so Stitch Fix, absolutely recommend. In each box, you will receive 5 to 6 items that is chosen by a stylist based on your profile, and in each fix that they send you, there is a $20 styling fee. Now the styling fee I don't have a problem with, because if you keep anything in your box, you are credited the $20 back into the item, so you don't really pay the styling fee if you keep an item. And so far, out of the 3 boxes I've gotten, I've kept at least one thing from those, and so I haven't been paying the styling fee. Also, if you keep all of the items they send you, which has been about 5 for my previous boxes, then you get 25% off the entire box, which is pretty cool. You end up getting essentially a free item if you save all the items. And they've been very spot on as I've been doing that feedback loop. So you can check out my videos individually for Stitch Fix and see what I've received, and then go on and create your own profile. Like I said, use my link below that supports the channel. And so Stitch Fix, my #1 recommend for the clothing subscription services. I also really like the style cards that they include in each of your boxes, which lays out the clothing that you received and the ways you can pair it together with other items you might own or other items you could go out and shop for. So they have a really good customization engine for the clothing you receive, and then they also give you recommendations and help you to kind of expand your style knowledge and understand what other types of clothing you can pair with what you've received. So I really like that. Now I won't say that Bombfell is #2, I would more call it number 1.5, because it's very close and very similar to Stitch Fix. They are very accommodating for the number of deliveries you want, but the twist on this, in a really nice feature, is that they have a preview option where when they put your box together, they'll send you an email, and then you can choose the items that you either want to add to the box or drop items that they've already chosen for your box. And I really like that, because then if you want to avoid going to the post office and shipping back any of the items or just the waste that's involved in that type of process, you're able to then edit the box and receive just the items that you want based on what your stylist has chosen for you. So I really like that feature. Now I don't think Bombfell is quite as polished as far as the website process and customer service goes as Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix is a little bit larger of a company, so that's why I put them just below, but it's a very, very close 1 and 2. I would check out both of those companies, see if there's something that catches your eye more so than the other in each of them, and then go forward with one of those. I have found that Stitch Fix is just about the most polished out of all of the 8 services that I've tried, from an ordering standpoint, website, process, customer service, and that's because they started out years ago as a women's clothing subscription service, and they've moved into the men's line. And so I really like that part about Stitch Fix. It feels the most like clean, polished, and professional out of all the services. Third subscription box that I think you should take a look at, just out of the pay for what you keep, but out of all of them, is Frankenhook. Now Frankenhook, I have been signed up for, it used to be called their Hunt Club. I started back in 2011. It's one of my favorite clothing companies. I think they offer great quality for the price of the clothing they offer. I'm very much into their design aesthetic overall, the types of clothing that they offer. And I also know it's important to some of you that companies are able to ship to Canada. Most of these services are only within the US, so I'm sorry to my international people, but Frankenhook does go to Canada as well, and they are a company that is based in Montreal. Frankenhook is unique and a little bit different from the other services because they do offer, you can just go on and buy their clothes, but they offer the option for you to go on and shop pick the items that you want for your box, receive them at home, try them on, and send back what you don't like. Or they have a monthly collection where the stylist, there's a professional stylist that will choose the clothing for you, send it to you based on your profile, just like the other services, and then you pay for what you keep, you ship back what you do not like. There used to be an annual fee for this service, but they don't have that anymore. I think overall it's a great brand. They started as direct to consumer, and now they have just a few shops here and there, which are more like lifestyle shops. They have barbers and coffee and other things. And so I think Frank & Oak is one of the coolest menswear brands that are out there. I think they have a really good subscription service that I've been signed up for, like I said, for now going on 5 years. And so I think that Frank & Oak is a really one to good look at. Now, if you check out their website and you don't like their overall design aesthetic, then don't go for them. That's the beauty of what we have, is so many options right now. We just have a plethora of options to choose from for men's clothing. And so Frank & Oak, I would definitely look at. There you have it, gents. Those are my thoughts on the clothing subscription services that are worth your time and money. Thank you for following the channel for the last 2 years as I've been opening these and working on this process. Thank you for your patience as I've been developing this video. Some of you guys saw my live stream where I talked about things that are going on and everything else, but please use the links below to sign up if you do, so that supports the channel, keeps the video like this going. Share this with somebody that you know might be looking at a subscription service. Give it a thumbs up. All those things help, and to kind of spread the word of the best menswear on the internet. If there's something that I didn't cover in this video, I'm happy to answer the best I can in the comments, or do a follow-up video to get a little bit more in depth on the services, because this is something you guys are clearly interested in, and you watch the videos and everything else, and so I'm happy to answer these types of questions. As I mentioned up at the top, I'm working on a video like this for both the best men's dress shirts on the internet and the best made-to-measure suits, and so hopefully building upon this format and expanding it a little bit based on your feedback. I'm working on those right now, and thank you overall for just supporting the channel, letting me keep doing these videos for you, enjoying them, and I hope I've helped you to kind of make the best decision and save you some time and money in the process. And until next time, gents, this is the Cavalier.